into season 12, I believe, of SLR, and this is indeed Tier 2, and a very jam-packed grid we have as well. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic and covering all the action in terms of the camera work is Mr. Babulus, and covering all...
Hello everybody, we had a little technical problem with the YouTube, but we sorted it out. I hope you enjoy the race. A lot of big races are gonna be in the SLR this year, and because the mechanics have changed, we'll see a lot of different strategies and different setups.
Yes. Also, well, because of the technical difficulties, we're a bit rushed for covering the grid, but I'll try to make it quick. So, last season in Tier 2, it was Tunaman, or Tunari, as he's more commonly known. He won Tier 2. He was the driver champion, and then he got pushed up to the heavens of Tier 1. And but the reigning constructors champions, that would be Aston Martin of Gamer and Samim, are still here, and they're vying for that top spot of the Drivers' Championship as well. However, in saying that, this is a very, very, very competitive Tier 2 grid. We have a couple of, we have quite a lot of known quantities, but we've got also some unknown quantities, even for me. Want to mention that there are two racers, full-time drivers for Tier 2 that are remarkably fast and would be tipped probably to win the title, that are unfortunately not racing today. They are otherwise engaged with other life duties, but that would be Mathieu, and also I think it's Vlad Red, who's also very fast. Unfortunately, they are not here, but alas, there's still plenty of talent on track to show basically how just the potential of this Tier 2. Now, going down the grid quickly, what have we got? We've got into 1 minute and 30 seconds to go off qualifying, and we're seeing these times are pretty tasty times. And look how close they are, definitely from 7th up, quite close. And then, what was that, 29.5? What was pole yesterday? I think pole was about 28.9, I think it was, in Tier 2. So 28.9. So our gamer pretty much was, his current time was pretty much where pole was in Tier 3. So you can kind of see how well the admin teams have done so far in filling up the grids, trying to make it nice and competitive. So all the guys are heading around for their final lap, I believe. Equals is currently on pole with a 28.4, 28.5 really. Is a nice tasty lap. He has checked out. I don't know whether he retired early. We missed that, unfortunately. But it's all to play for, I think, here. We've got Icewind, by the way, if anyone's wondering, is actually, I think he's a full-time driver now in Tier 1. I can't remember. But he's normally a Tier 1 driver, so he's a reserve. The other reserve today is our rival, Babbo. It's our rival. It's Crawley Voice down here in P11, and I promised that I would give him the Crawley curse. So, looking down the grid here quickly, just before we get to the end of quality here, Babbo, who do you think is going to win this race?
This is difficult now, because we know Samim has a good race pace. He's not very good at quality, but he can do a lot of things in race, because he is steady, he doesn't have to make a lot of mistakes. But you have Iceman as well. I'm watching BBX right now. He's in the top lap in the final 2 corners, and he retired.
I don't know what BBX, is doing, but I'm gonna try get some delta. Luke crosses the line. He doesn't take the pole off Ruin Cruiser, sorry. Ruin Cruiser just pips Equals to get pole, but our gamer is on a pretty tasty lap here, and he's coming around the final corner. It can all be won or lost in this final corner. He takes a good bit of that curb. I usually try to avoid the apex, but here we go. Coming down, getting the DRS, crosses the line. What does our gamer do? He pops him up into P4, a 28.8. It can Jay is improving. Jay is up just almost 2/10. That wouldn't be enough for pole, but he might be able to jump up to P5 here. JC, if he can really nail out that final exit, running down, getting the DRS, not really that effective in that final run. No, he doesn't get the P5, so that is our grid. A very short, for us anyway, people watching, a very short quali, but Ruin Cruiser, I believe, takes it on pole. Yes, Ruin Cruiser takes the pole. 128.4, look at that. Look at how close they are. Definitely the top three. Pretty tight there in the top three. And then just the rest of the grid. You know, although there are, you know, fairly decent gaps in some elements of the quali there, the quali is one element of, you know, an event. You've seen guys that are quick in quali and maybe slow in race pace. I know me personally, quali has never been my strong. I never liked quali.
Me neither.
Well, I didn't like the racing bit either last season, but alas, that's in the past. It's a new game, and I don't know about you, Babo, but I'm really enjoying the new game.
Okay, I have to let the people know. Let us know how the stream is looking, guys. One, and second, we need to remember it's a very hot tarmac, so the tires will have a big problem. Yesterday, out of 8 laps of mediums, I was about 50%. So we will see who's going to be a little louder.
Well, while we're waiting, sorry, Babo, I was just going to say, while we're waiting for everyone to load in here, Bastien makes a good point there about the pole gaps. They're going to be somewhat equal from tier to tier, and I think he's pretty much bang on there. Tier 3 was pretty close. A lot of us yesterday in Tier 3 weren't even putting our best times in. It was just tricky to get a real good lap on. But even at that, we were quite close. And then today, at Tier 2, we've just seen they are everyone's pretty much on the same pace. And then, of course, tomorrow, Tier 1, like the aliens, as we call them, I know they're not some of them necessarily esports, but to us, they're esports guys. That grid is really, really competitive as well. So I expect those times to be pretty equal, but I'm wondering. Oh, here we go. The lights are on, and we are about to kick off. Here we go. Ruin Cruiser leads us away into the start of Bahrain in Tier 2, and there's not much movement happening at the start here in the front three anyway. Everyone seems to be holding place. There's a bit of action going further. Oh, there's a big, massive, not a big carnage, but it is turning into a big carnage in the middle of the field. There are people who are getting sandwiched, but further up ahead, Ruin Cruiser.
Oh, two people out.
Yeah, see that in the background there, there's two people out. Carnage at the back of Bahrain in Season 2. And there's a little bit of battle here going on between Jesse and Flo. Oh, there's more carnage going further back. Who's that? It's an Our Gamer. Our Gamer has been spun. There's a Mercedes and a Haas collision. What the goodness is happening? This is Tier 2. We've always known as the Thunderdome, and my goodness, it's delivering today. So we've got a 5-second time, or we've got a penalty. I don't know what the time is for JC already, but the front guys are. Oh, what's going on here? What's that? Hark Tarky was running, almost went into the side of Flaw, but the front guys are pretty much leaving everyone else. But it's this midfield battle is getting really tasty. From what's that? From what's that? About 11th. Iceman also lost out massively here. He's dropped all the way down to P11, and yeah, I think there's a few front wings here missing, Babo, but. What an eventful first lap. We're not even finished the first lap yet, but an eventful first lap.
You have to say we managed to get all the incidents.
But up front, let me just check these grids. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, watching, if you can hear some of the game over my microphone. I don't use a headset, but someone's pinging me in Discord. I can't think of it just now. But what's going on here? Somebody was walking across track, is that? I'm not sure. So there's a load of people in the pit. Icewind's into the pit. Look at this. Ganges in the pit. Myron in the pit. Sam in the pit. Korea's into the pit. Oh, I got Crawley Voice into the pit.
The last 6 places are in the pit right now.
Yeah, so Icewind really lost out badly there as well. And then Gamer, he dropped, 4 places, 5 places, something like that there. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just, forgive me 2 seconds, going to get some stats on the screen for myself so I can give more accurate info. Let me see. Gap. What do we got here? The leader. Yeah.
Crazy just has won 11 places.
Yeah, just looking. Yeah, it was right enough. That's what I was looking for. So Icewing loses 12. Smelto up 8. Harky down, what's it, up 10. So that's pretty good. Let me see what else has got. Haven't been a while since I streamed. Oh yeah, so look at this here. I wonder, do these guys already know this, or did they see it yesterday from Heat whenever he started on the mediums and went softs? Are we going to get people going medium soft today? Because that really took us all by surprise. Maybe we just didn't practice enough. What's this here? Art Gamer and fighting Harky. Is that, no, it's not Art Gamer. Who's that? It is Art Gamer. No, it's not Art Gamer. It's Flaw and Harky. I'm all over the place here. I need to get my screen tidied up here. DRS is enabled. I've got far too much stuff.
Cascos is in the pit lane.
Oh, massive smack there. Who was that? What happened there? That was the Alfa Romeo. What is that? Was that smack? I can't follow that car. What is that? It's the Williams and Flaw are playing MMA, it seems, with their cars here. It's carnage. And look, the first race yesterday was a bit hectic as well. I think everyone is a bit rusty. This is the first race of the season, but yeah, so far it's lots of action in Bahrain, but we've missed actually the leader change here. We've got Equals has now moved up.
We did catch the overtake. We did see the overtake. In the last second, we did see the overtake. But there's a lot of incidents going on, and I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I'm also a bit confused myself, Babu, because there's so much happening. But I actually made a mistake though. I said Samim and our gamer is still back in the Astons. They're actually not. They're in the Mercs, it seems. It's Equals is in the Aston, as well as Korea. So there we go. But Equals is currently in P1. He's taking the lead off Rune Cruise. I need to get the tire delta on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, so Luke on the hard strat. Is Luke going to go hard medium, or what's going to happen? I suppose he kind of has to go to the hard medium, but Luke Rune Cruiser really squeezing up onto the back here off Equals. He will have the DRS, so will we see a move for position 1? Oh, it's a little bit too far back. He probably won't go for it. He's having a little bit of a dummy there, trying to see if he can throw. Oh, Rune Cruiser looks like he's getting a little bit slidey in the rear end. Yep, it is a feature of this year's game whereby you will get that pesky rear locking. I believe if you move your off diff? I think it's if you move your off diff. I think most people run at 50 for quality in this race, and I was reliably informed by an alien that if you switch it to 52 for the race, it can fix that. I didn't, however, yesterday. I just left it at 50 and just got on with it. But yeah, that little bit of a locking up there for Rune Cruiser is dropping him off. Not rapidly, but he's starting to fall back here of Equals, and he's at risk of losing this DRS. Let me see intervals. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the leader. Yeah. So Luke and Rune and Equals are all pretty much literally equal in terms of their spacing. Looking down the further field.
Haskos is trying to catch Kaginis.
What's this here? Dice? Yeah, Dice is now, or sorry, I don't know how it looks for you guys on stream, but P15 in the Williams, it might say G Haskos, or it might say Dice, but that is what we know, Dice in Discord. So he is pretty close on the P14, and I see Sam also is pushing, excuse me, is pushing now. This is where the DRS game comes in the action. You might have seen some of that yesterday. Whereby nobody wants to be in front here. Sam is pushing, but look, yes, Sam is lifting. He doesn't want to give that DRS to Correas. Correas running a little bit deep, so we're probably going to see 2 passes here. We're going to see Haskos pass Gangus, is that, I think I pronounced that? Oh, it's going to be a very late move here for Dice. He's going, oh, Dice trying to set a dummy. That's brave. He's probably kind of, yeah, kind of overdrive that one. Yes, that was a bit unnecessary. Alas, here he goes. He might have a second bite of the cherry here. Is he gonna do it? Sam does get past. Here goes Joe. Dice. Dice is gonna have another little look Oh, a little bit of
Ooh!
contact.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll just let that one be. Leave it to the reports. Moving on.
Smelter is close.
Yeah. Looking at Smelto, I've learned my lesson. Sometimes I commentate on incidents live, and I really shouldn't. I can't help it. I'm just really passionate about all things that happen in these races, but I will bite my tongue and say nothing. It's not for me to say. But here we go. Smelto is going to be a straightforward move here on the softs, passing Tar. I just can't. I cannot say it. Can you know what that is, Babo? I cannot say it.
No. It's not Greek, that's for sure.
We'll just call him Harky, right? There we go. Or Tarky, call him Tarky. There we go. So Tarky gets past.
Harky-Tarky?
Yeah, I can't argue Tarky. Just keep it. Listen, most of the people that commentate right now are old, and we can't be dealing with these crazy names. Just Jim or Bob or something like that makes it easy. Anyway.
Dan is making fun of us. I don't know why.
Tarko, yeah. I just call him Jim.
Danny, how's the quality of the stream? Do you have a frame drops or something?
Yes, if you can let us know how the stream is going, if it's looking all right. I don't actually remember him, Dan, from 2S, but we're having Sam and Prix are still fighting here. There's a little bit of contact there. Yeah, more contact than I would like to see normally. Oh, did you see something, Babo? Did you see something?
Yeah, Myron touching the end of Prix.
Dice ran really deep there and almost took out the back end of Sam, and he loses out to P15. So Dice is really all over the place here. Lap 6 or 7, I think, whenever you start to feel the drop off, and most tires, things maybe more likely to be lap 8, I think, from my experience. And then you usually start to feel the grip coming back around about 9 or 10. What's this? Smelto going for a move on our gamer on the DRS, runs deep. Now, gamer on these hards probably will know not to fight this too much. He's on the hards. Let Smelto go. He'll get him in the DRS. And we got a yellow in sector 2, and it's a red car off. Hoopst is that? It was Genghis. Sorry, it was Genghis that back there in P20. But who was I there? Look, yeah, these top 3 guys are kind of just running, kind of stuck in the DRS. We got another yellow. Is that Genghis again? Did he lose? What's Genghis doing?
Myron is going to attack Haskers in the second DRS zone, but he's a little bit far.
Yeah, I don't know what Genghis is doing. He's going very... Oh, he spun again. They spun 3 times. Really cooking
the tires are fried. The tires are fried.
Yeah, look. Easy in the throttle. Put it in the big deep, put it into high gear and just cruise. There you go. Into the pits. Good man. So Genghis into the pits. Look, Kruk is squeezing up on the back of P2 here. He's probably not going to make it. It's going to be a late sand. It is not necessarily a sand, but it is a good attempt for this overtake. And he gets the move done on Ruin Cruiser to take the P2. Those mediums must be starting to fall off, which is what I said. Usually around about lap 7, you kind of feel them. We can see up ahead here, Equals is charging. It's quite difficult, I found, Babo, to... recharge the battery in Bahrain.
Also, it's very hard if you're alone.
What, sorry?
If you are alone, it's very hard to charge your battery.
Yeah. Well, I find it quite difficult to charge the battery as well, even with DRS. But just my eagerness, I think yesterday I was pushing a little bit too much, and I made what would you say, an amateur mistake of using a little bit too much battery too early, and I paid the consequence. But alas. We're all human. But here is our gamer. Probably just going to sit behind here and watch what Smelto does with Jesse. But I'd likely say that those softs will be kind of starting to scream soon. Although we did see Heat yesterday take his softs, I think it was 12 laps. And if there's one man that knows all about tire life, And as he is in chat, we can see he is Mr. Some Idiot, Cody. He is the guru when it comes to tires. And so if anyone knows better how long these tires can last, is him. Luke takes P1 on the DRS straight. I missed that. Forgive me, I was looking further down the field because I usually find in these tiers some of the best action. Yeah, B-Bix is getting overtaken by JC on the DRS. Most of these are just oh, what's going on here? Smelto having a little of a sniff up the rear. I can't finish that sentence. That's inappropriate. But he's having a little look here on B-Bix. He's still got it, but of course B-Bix will have the DRS on JC. Oh, this is going to get a bit of a tight, lads. B-Bix is running deep. Smelto is going to try and get the move. You can go side by side in these corners. I've done it plenty of time, lads, but they're thinking best off it, and they're probably thinking ahead of this DRS as well. So stuff is starting to happen here. B-Bix, of course, taking the defensive move there, making sure nobody tries to sneak up the inside. Smelto not going to go for it, but these guys are going to be locked all the way right through to this, to the main straight of the... Oh, was that a pump on the rear end from... No, maybe not. I think Smelto looked like he got a bit of a tap. Not really sure, but anyway, these guys are going to be running all the way to this turn one, or first... I need to take a break. This main DRS straight. Our gamer is sitting here nicely. These guys are just swapping positions left, right, and centre, but something's going to give here. I think our gamer might actually come out on top here if he plays this right. With the DRS, these guys are all going to kind of kill each other. Not necessarily kill each other, but kill each other's pace with all this action. Gamer's just sitting here happily, probably just charging his battery on the hard tires. Let's see what happens here. So who's that taking in? It's Jay calling it quits. He's bailing out of this battle. Smelto is going for the move naturally with the DRS. Our gamer's going to squeeze up. Is he going to try and sniff up the side? No, but B-Bix is braking quite late. Our gamer might get the cut back here. He might get a DRS here on... might get the DRS move on them, but of course B-Bix is going to have it on Smelto as well. B-Bix made a half-arsed attempt really there to defend to the inside. And it's only a matter of time before B-Bix is going to lose this move out to our position out to our gamer. And there it is. The move is pretty much done. Yep, B-Bix is not going to fight that any further. Forgive me, Babu, if I'm waffling on here. If you want to jump in, feel free, dude. I'm just seeing what's going to happen here. Further back, what's this? Luke is... What was that? He was squeezing up on the back there of JC. Teammates, of course, from Red Bull. Jay will be on those fresh hards, so they'll be a bit slow to heat up. But of course, Luke was still into that cliff drop moment. He's roughly around about lap 10, I believe.
I think they pit too early right now. I believe they pit too early.
Yeah, I would agree. I think JC did definitely pitted far too early on those. You want to run them like as deep into the 15, 16s, really. I know they feel really horrible around lap 7, 8, 9, even lap 10, but
huge undercut, but Larson, he will have problem at the end of the race. He will be over 60% of the tire degradation.
Or maybe we just don't know what we're talking about, Babo. Maybe we are just talking absolute cake, and these guys know better than us. They are tier 2 after all. But I don't know. I think that's a little bit early. But we'll see. Time will tell. We're starting to see a few switcheroos going on here with these different tire strats, and interesting. I'm actually quite interested to see these guys starting on the softs. It's didn't expect to see that. Of course,
the best strategy yesterday was medium soft. Yeah, but I don't know how the tire responded after 10 laps.
Yeah, Heat really took a lot of guys by surprise with that strat. I tried the softs, didn't like them. I didn't think they were a very good race car over the distance, but alas, he was right. Fair play to him. And excuse me, he made a good strat call. I could do with a drink. If Kitsune is listening, which I don't think she is, I think she's busy playing some game called Zelda, whatever that is. Apparently it's a big deal, I'm not sure. So if she's listening, a wee glass of water would be helpful. Or a Guinness, whatever. Let me see what's happening here. Myron further back there. Is he going to go for a move on Dice? There's always action around Dice. He's the guy that just keeps on giving content. So let's see. He's on these old softs. He will be struggling. But knowing Dice, he will most likely fight. He's got himself a time penalty. I'll check out what that is shortly. But he's going to have the DRS. Hartkeek is pitting lap 11. These guys are pitting earlier than I would have thought, Babu.
I don't know. It's too early for me. I pitted in round 11 and I still had problems with the tires.
Yeah, so Dice gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Never imagine
I
that.
pitted at round 13. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I still had a lot of tire wear.
Well, Ruin Cruiser, what's this here I'm seeing on the Delta? He's quite... Well, yeah, these guys have just been following each other all the way. Ooh, Luke getting a little bit twitchy there in that treacherous turn 9-10. But he holds on to it. But he, this... These guys are just running in this DRS stream between the three of them, really. Obviously separated with this different tire strat. But what are these guys going to do? Is Luke going to go on medium? Well, he is not. I would expect him to go medium. Can you do hard soft? Maybe someone in the chat can tell us. I don't know if you can do hard soft.
Bibix is attacking Sperto in the second DRS zone, the third DRS zone.
Yep. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's just going to squeeze up into the back of him. Yeah, he's not going to do anything until this main DRS, so we can hop off from him. Ruin Cruiser calls it. He's had enough of these mediums, and he's decided, I'm out. We're stuck in a DRS train here. I'm going to pull the plug, and I'm going to try the undercut. Basically, what Ruin Cruiser's trying here. Let's see how he fares. What are you seeing there, Bob? Are you seeing something actually?
I'm watching Bibix. I'm staying with Bibix and Smerto. They almost touched at the exit of the last turn.
Yeah, Bibix got those tires up to, he's in one lap, I think, on those tires, so those hards will be nicely up to temperature. Smelto will be slowly getting them up there. Yeah, Kiko lets us know, Kiko himself an alien. Let us know that yes, you can possibly do the hard soft. Yeah, so there you go, people. You can see in chat there. You don't need me to repeat it, but Kiko just confirming that it is possible. But I would imagine you would probably have to be really gentle as well in your driving, and you don't particularly want to be racing hard, especially top three. So that might come into it as well. I think that was also the benefit for Heat had as well, is that he was able to extend so much on all the rest of us because we were all on hards that he wasn't. Well, he was fighting a little bit yesterday, but he was able to extend. And then when he got onto the softs, he was just in a world of his own. So I suppose he could manage them. Yep, kind of makes sense. But Luke here, what's this? Luke's got the DRS. It's not enough to get him to get that P1. But I would imagine that it's looking like Equals is probably gonna try this medium soft. Yeah, Kiko, yeah, confirming tire management is key. Yeah, Bahrain does like to destroy the rubber.
I never manage my tires anywhere close to perfection. I always have above 60% degradation.
But to see, I wonder, does the full you use full traction control, Babo, don't you? I wonder
yes.
Does that have a negative effect on tire wear? I would imagine it probably, well, naturally you would think it wouldn't because it avoids slip, but I would probably say it probably would in this game. Again, maybe the lads can let us know in chat. I would have thought that maybe the full TC exacerbates the wear. Who knows? Maybe I'm just talking through my rear end.
This is just on the back of Vasco.
That's worse. Yes, I would say that's probably the most optimal way to manage tires if you're just really slow. Yes.
Last time you saw me, I was slow yesterday. Come on. We were racing together. I was behind you.
Smelto and Bibix are fighting each other here lap after lap.
We have a DRS train from 12th position until 15 for cars in the train.
Yeah, I'm just watching here. I'm trying to cover everyone here. Smelto, Smelto's probably going to get a move done here on B-Bix now on the DRS. Depends on the exit.
Don't touch! Don't touch! That was close.
Smelto's pulling way out of the slipstream far too early, in my opinion, because I think the slipstream in this game is fairly OP. Well, I thought it anyway. So you want to kind of hug that car's rear end as long as possible. Yeah, he's not using the slipstream at all. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on this B-Bix Smelto battle because it's looking pretty tasty. But the equals and look, something's going to happen here.
We have a fight at position 12. Oh, God.
Yeah, because Sam does not want to be in this battle this far down. He could do without this. But he has his teammate further up ahead there. Our gamer sitting nicely in P3. Well, I say that. He's still within DRS range of Turkey. So yeah, maybe this hard soft strat. Yeah, Luke does finally get past Eagles. We've seen that one coming. I mean, it was just a DRS move. But one of these guys are going to have to start in the pit soon. I would imagine the Equals is going to have to come in. Yeah, what's going to happen between these two guys? Equals is actually going to try and go for the move back on Luke, is he? Oh, no, he's not. Yeah. This is pretty good racing. Like, I like to see this. I love to see guys so close to each other, reel to reel, really getting up close and personal, but never touching. It's just like the pinnacle of racing. I absolutely freaking love doing that. And I love to see it as well. We're getting guys into pits. It's like Jamakovic is in the pits as well as Flaw. Who was I racing yesterday? Was it Flaw I was racing? I think I was racing Flaw the other day in practice. Good racer. Clean racer. But yeah, up front here, these guys are going to have to start pitting. And we're starting to see already Babel.
5 seconds penalty.
Yeah, I see Ice has also got himself a penalty as well. But we were quite eager. I think most people were quite keen to see how this grid fares, you know, in terms of their pace, because it did look a very tasty grid. And we're seeing that they are pretty close, but definitely Luke and Equals are starting to really show that they may be the guys. Oh, yeah. So Luke went in, Equals was going to follow, but he was
getting the slipstream at the very last moment.
Exactly, he was going to take that slipstream to get this one last run down, hoping that the undercut doesn't work. But I think probably, Luke's probably going to get this move done. Excuse me. I always get the hiccups whenever I'm streaming. I do not know why.
Maybe you get excited?
I don't know, but Turkey is going to go for a move here on Gamer. Gamer instantly down the defensive. Squeezing him as he's alive, but still giving him track position. This is pretty good defense by Gamer, really covering all the lines, making that Merc very, very flat. Showing a big wide end of that Merc, doing a good job defending that. So that was the first attack done. Gamer obviously wants to stay in front because most likely they're both coming into the pits. So this is for position. And Gamer will want to stay in front because he will naturally have the faster tire coming out of the pits. Unless Turkey goes on softs. And I see Dice there, or Haxcost, gets himself a further 5 seconds on top of his 3 for speeding in the pit lane. And I wonder, is he going to play up the game?
Do you think that the Equals is going to pit at the lap 20?
Who, sorry?
Equals.
Equals? Well, if he doesn't pit... No, he's coming in. He's coming in. So that answers your question, Babel. He's coming in, and is he going to stick on the softs?
Let's see.
Is this... it is the softs, isn't it? It's the softs. Game on. So this is a legitimate strategy. I am surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Maybe I'm a stupid one. Maybe everyone knows this. I didn't. But I know now. Gamer into the pits, gets himself on those those mediums. Who was it behind? Harkey stays out. Yeah, so Tarky stays out on those mediums. I don't know if that's worth it. The amount of time loss he's going to get now on these really screaming mediums is not really worth it.
Maybe he will pick this lap.
Surely he's going to come in this lap. Bebix and Smelto still continuing their battle, still locked in this DRS battle. What's this? Grazie Joss was squeezing up on the gearbox there of that AlphaTauri of Basco. Basco, driver on his day, is pretty quick too. We got a pretty, very good Tier 2 grid, I have to say. But the standout performers definitely today is Equals and Luke. Also a Ruin Cruiser, of course, not to forget him. But it really looks like the race win here at the moment is going to go... Oh! Yeah, Grazie Josh runs out wide. Is going to go probably to Luke or Equals. Also, note, no safety cars yesterday and none so far today.
It's a very big track, so it's very rare to see a safety car.
Yeah, safety cars can be welcome to some and disaster for others, but Tarky is in the pits and he does indeed stick on the softs. And I would expect Gamer, if I was saying Gamer, will probably get that move done in the pits, and yep, he will. So basically, Gamer does have indeed a battle going on here now between Tarky, because those softs are pretty much going to take him to the end. Now, how much grip loss, I don't know. Heat didn't seem to suffer any real time loss yesterday whenever Bance was following him. Bance was pushing hard, could not catch that 6 seconds that Tarky. In fact, Heat was extending even on old media or old soft. So, yep, if you can manage your tires, it can serve you very well in Bahrain. Okay, Gamer is now squeezing right. He's almost pushing JC around corner. Our Gamer going into number 9 and 10. Oh, flip me. Yeah, it looked like Jay had to brake a little bit early there. And Gamer's got no choice now. He has to pass. Is it, what's going on here? Oh, safety car! Safety car! Woo! Let's go! I should be excited. Somewhere. Why safety car?
Cascos! In the middle of the straight. In the big straight line on the starting line.
What? Dicey crashed on the straight?
Everybody's gonna pit now. Everybody's gonna pit for the shots.
But how do you crash on a straight road?
I don't know, mate. I just saw it.
I mean, you just have to just drive straight. I mean...
I don't know, Larson. I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know. I just saw it on the minimum.
Did he spin on the final corner? Because that's done.
It was after the checked flag.
What? Oh, sorry. How can you spin? Well, I'll say nothing because I don't know. I haven't seen it. It could be a legitimate reason. He could have maybe lost force feedback and maybe his wheel disconnected. I don't know. So who knows? But it is certainly a peculiar place to crash on after the straight line.
It is the only place that you can get the safety car to come out.
Well, if Dicey Boy's watching, if you can let us know, Dice on stream, let us know what happened. The crash in the on the main straight.
Give me a second. Maybe we have a bit of information.
Yeah, you can check there. You can delve into the intel because you're both Greek. You can get directly from the horse's mouth, as we would say, what happened there. But this has certainly mixed things up. This is going to neutralize the grid, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone going soft. Luke has not gone soft. And I think that may have been a fundamental error. Now, yes, we know those mediums are going to last him right to the end. No problem. But Luke did not pit. Everyone behind him did pit on a faster time.
And Myron stayed out.
Yeah.
The Land Cruiser is one of the lucky ones with fresh set of softs.
Yeah, I think it's like, it should be a no-brainer. I mean, I've seen it.
Now
no
it's a 10-lap race, ladies and gentlemen.
Not even Babo. It's even less. But Ruin Cruiser, this is Ruin's race to lose now. Believe it or not. Okay, well, that doesn't sound right. Luke's is race to lose because he's currently P1. But realistically, Ruin Cruiser is on the best tire strat. He's the P3 on the freshest softs around him. Really, realistically, I say. Got the pace from pretty much everyone on behind him. And the guys in front is on 3-lap softs and 4-lap mediums.
From position 11 until Samim, they have to run in order to catch the safety car. But I think safety car will stay out one more lap.
Well, listen, before we get into this right quickly, this is going to make it really exciting, right? Because first of all, we basically know, I think everyone knows, regardless how much faster you are and how fresh your tires are, if everyone behind you pits on a faster tire, specifically the softs, you're most likely going to lose.
Crazy just spun?
Right? You're most likely going to lose that P1. So it's expected that Luke's going to lose this now. I think that's a fair statement to make, unless he's just blitzes this somehow. Right? That's a given. But, Babo, and everyone listening, we all know what happens.
Welcome, Kebab, welcome.
Bravo. We all know what happens. We've seen it so many times across all the tiers, and I'm sure across other leagues as well. When you get a very late safety car and everyone's on softs, it's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be
it's not gonna be a late safety car.
So late safety cars always throws up, like safety cars breed safety cars. It's just the nature of the beast. Especially when it's only a few laps to go for the race win. It's literally all to play for now for pretty much everyone. Let's face it, almost everyone. Maybe not technically, but
technically we will have 7 clean laps.
I wish I had your faith, Babo. I don't think we're gonna get that many.
Clean in the quads, okay? Clean in the quads.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen, Babo. You're gonna find all the reports that's coming in will be from lap 23 onwards. That's what's gonna happen. Unless, listen, maybe I'm speaking out of turn. Maybe they'll do well. But history repeats itself. We are in. We are.
Kebab says more likely to be 7 DNFs rather than 7 clean laps.
You know what? He's not far off. Look, they're good. They're great drivers. And let's not take anything away from these guys are great drivers. But it's like a sprint finish to the end. It's like there is so much juicy points available. So many points available right now for so many people who thought that they were out of it. So this is it. This is looking good. This is looking good. Also, the longer, I think, am I right?
Safety car in this lap. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm betting you a beer.
Let me see. Everyone's caught up. Yeah, safety car will definitely be on this lap. So we're going to get 23, 24, 25, what's that? Six laps? Yeah. And I would expect. All right. I'll just go on.
We will see how Luke is gonna react on the restarts. You see, we have the warning. Everything is on Luke hands now and fit.
I will be surprised if Luke holds on to P1 by the end of this lap. Very possible, he could do it. But he's got equals and Ruin Cruiser right behind him. Ruin Cruiser on much fresh tires. Let's see when Luke goes. Oh my goodness, he nearly spins. He nearly spins. Yeah, that checked himself there. He's like got carried away here. Now, set your car down. Now, don't leave it too late, Luke, or you might happen. What might happen to you will have a based on. Remember, he blitzed it. He's going to leave it very. He's gone. And he caught equals off guard, but he didn't catch Ruin Cruiser. Ruin Cruiser has just got the most speed. He's got the run on equals. But what's this? Tarky is going for the smell. This is what I said. Everyone's in the contention. Harky makes it into P2. P2 for Tarky. Is he going to hold on to P2? Ruin Cruiser is... What's happening here? Getting a bad camera angle. So Ruin Cruiser didn't. He stays P3. So he almost taps the rear end of Tarky. Tarky massively capitalising here on this late safety car. He gets himself up to P2. Fantastic move by Tarky. But is Luke going to still hang on? Is he going to hang on with these 6-lap old mediums? Looking further down the field. Oh, and there's a bit of a tap here. Oh, and that's a big expunged by Smelto. I seen that. I don't know if you caught that, Babo, but I seen that myself. I'm going it that Smelto did push. Well, he tapped the rear end of B-Bix and then tapped him the second time. I saw that. Anyway, moving on. Looking further down the grid. Everyone is still stuck in this slipstream. Yeah, the real battle here is this battle. Ruin Cruiser really pushing Tarky. He will want to get past as soon as possible, but here it's all for all to play for here. Tarky does have the pace on
we
those...
don't have DRS. Remember that. We have 2 more laps for DRS.
Yes, so I think it'll come down to who plays with their battery the safest, who's smart with their battery. Equals is, what's that, not charging or deploying too much. Ruin Cruiser is deploying quite a bit. Oh, look at that. Tarky is deployed quite a lot of battery. And B-Bix retired. Did he retire? He's retired in the pit, so there'll be there won't be a VSC. But Tarky has used over half a battery already. Ruin Cruiser down to half. Equals and Luke looking pretty tasty on their battery. Look, just vibing here.
Equals has 70% ERS.
Sorry, excuse me. Look at this freaking battle here from P2 to P5. It's all going to be switcheroo soon because the DRS is going to be activated very soon. The next lap, DRS will be activated, and then that's when we're going to see some switcheroos going on. That'll be when people who use their or save their battery will come into play. Ruin Cruiser really pushing. You can see Ruin Cruiser definitely does have the legs. I feel he definitely does have the overall race pace here on Tarky. As long as he keeps himself nice and calm, doesn't catch a little any front wings. Oh, Tarky! And that has to force Ruin Cruiser to lift. And that just lets Luke sail away here. Luke's doing a fantastic job managing his pace here and managing this battery. But DRS will be activated this lap. Of course, they're not going to get it this run, but they should get it in the next run, I think. In the next corner. Don't know what happened to Ice Zombie or Kebab. He got hit at the start of the race. It was a bit of mayhem, and then got himself a time penalty as well. But the DRS will be activated now. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Is there any... There's a move going on further back, but I'm going to stay with this P2 battle. Alright. You know, Luke might actually do this, you know. Luke might actually do this. Because Ruin Cruiser is, I wouldn't say struggling to pass. Oh, a bit of a tank snapper there, but he's just being extra careful. Because he knows he could win this. Equals just hanging back here. It's really hard to comment here on this, lads, because they're all like locked into place.
You don't know where to go. There are so many buttons, like in P12.
Yeah, I see that with the P12 as well, but I'm really eager to see what happens with this front three. I don't know if Equals has got anything here left really to take on this fight. He's kind of snookered a little bit. I don't know if you guys know that expression, but he's kind of snookered in the aspect that everyone in front of him has got better tires and they've got DRS. Ruin Cruiser has to, as soon as if Harky loses that DRS, it's game over. Ruin Cruiser's got him. So here we go. Ruin Cruiser deploying. Here we go. Ruin Cruiser's got the slipstream on him, and he's going for the move, and he takes the P2. Can he now press on?
He will dive on the inside.
Oh, Harky, careful. Don't jeopardize your P3. Good man. Nice job. Well done, lads. Good racing. Oh, a little bit of a twitchy there. Exit for Ruin Cruiser. He will have the DRS, but Harky's going to have a little move. Is he going to go for it? No, he isn't.
Oh, so close.
Oh, this is getting tense stuff, Junie says if someone's got wing dogs, I'm not sure who that is, but I need to keep my eyes on this battle. Equals now has a chance of getting this P3 because Tarky has pretty much no battery left. Ruin, wonder should I be saying that? Yeah. Well, Ruin has pretty much no battery left, but Luke has quite a lot of battery to defend. I have a push to talk on my button, and my finger is killing me pushing to talk. I've been pressing for almost an hour. But this might actually go down to the last lap because, oh, look at this, Equals sends it up. What a fantastic place to go for a move. And Equals does get the DRS. Tarky's fighting this. He's still fighting this, but Tarky has no battery left to fight it, and he might even lose out to P5. This is what happens when you don't manage your battery, because you're going to get Tarky nearly loses his brake point and he runs way off track. That's going to gift his position, so Tarky is falling back rapidly. Our gamer will also, well, he got the move done. A couple of guys further back will be getting him, but what's going to happen with this battle for P1? I am really impressed with Luke being holding on to this. I think it was helped also by these guys fighting amongst each other. Well, we've got a yellow.
We have a sprint.
Harky's cooked those tires, and I think Janokovic's got an illegal overtake. He had to gift that back. Further back up again. Our gamer has really got a good chance here of getting good points. So he's going to get good points anyway on P5, but still, where's Sammy? Where's Sam? Sam P15 outside of the points. Anything can happen. Oh, Equals gets a tank slapper and controls it well. Smeldo got a good shot of that, a good view of that. Yeah, Ruin doesn't have really much battery to fight. Luke has a lot of battery to fight, but the DRS and Slipstream is so effective. This is going down to the wire. I'm telling you, this is going down to the last DRS lap. This is what it's going down to. Because Equals will obviously want to get that move done on Ruin, because then he can get the last move on Equals. But of course, Ruin's going to he's got better tires, and he's going to have the DRS. So it's going to be a tricky one for Equals or Smelter to do anything here. This is really Ruin Cruiser is the guy that can make this happen. It's going to go down to the wire. It's going to go down to the last lap, and it's all down to the battery management. Ruin and Equals are pretty much equal. On battery, here goes Ruin. Ruin's going for it. He's going for the move. He's going to get that move pretty straightforward, and he's got the DRS.
Yes, but now he's at a disadvantage because he has no DRS and he is in front of the DRS zone.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say that. He's now. Luke's going to go for it again. No, he's not. So Luke really should just. But he did force Ruin into going deep. The dummy worked, and he's got the move back again. This is a fantastic battle for P1. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. And these tiers, so much fighting for so many places, so high up. Ruin going for the outside. Luke defending the inside. Luke still holding on. Luke still got the P1. This is a fantastic performance by all three of these guys. And Equals is just sitting here. He's watching. He's keeping a watching brief. What happens? Ruin Cruiser going up the inside. Luke still getting fighting. It's down to the back. Luke's got a little bit more battery than Ruin, but they're all. I'm losing my speech here. I can't keep on top of what's happening. Ruin's now back in front. Look at this. Ruin is now back. And then Equals goes up the inside again. He done the same move that he done on Tarky. He slips up the inside. So that might be it for Luke, unless he can get some benefit of this final DRS on the last lap, but these guys do not have any battery to fight with whatsoever. Luke has a fraction more than the rest of them, but Equals and Ruin are spent. Their battery is spent. Luke has a little bit left. Smelto has actually got the most battery out of them all, but even it's not worth speaking of. Here we go. Luke's going for it. He's going to make it. He's going to get all three. Luke goes from P3 into P1 in one move. Is he going to hold it on? Is he going to hold on to this move? Ruin is now coming back on him. Ruin's going to have the DRS. Where's Equals? Equals is still keeping a watching brief. He has DRS. He's going to go for the move on the inside of Luke. Ruin Cruiser takes the P1. Luke. Oh, look at this. And our gamer's in on the action. He can maybe get onto P3 as well. Maybe even P2. Oh no, our gamer said spun. Gamer spins. I'm going to lose my voice here. Equals is hanging on now, so our gamer is out of contention. Maybe be a report coming there. Oh, Ruin Cruiser gets a real tank slapper here, going up into 9 and 10. This is it. This is really the last place these guys are going to get this move. Is Ruin going to hold on for this final DRS? Is Equals going to do what he done last 2 laps and sneak up the inside? No, he won't. He's no battery. He's too far back. It's Equals, it's Luke and Ruin. It's going to be Luke and Ruin down to this final corner. Luke and Equals, equal battery. They're all spent, Babbo. They've no battery left. It might stay this. It's going to take a monumental dive from Luke to take on this race win, but I think it's going to be Ruins to win. Don't do it, Luke. It's too risky. Here we go. He makes it around nicely, and it is going to be... Oh, he's got a bit of slipstream. It's not enough. It's Ruin Cruiser takes the race win in Bahrain for Tier 2. Luke, Tier 3. PT P2 Equals P3. Fantastic by Luke to just lose 1 place. Fantastic job. Smelto P4, JP5, Basco coming in P6. Gamer got the horrible tap up the inside. It was an optimistic move, but it is possible because I've done it myself. Luke he was able to do it. Sorry, you go ahead, Babble.
Luke made a mistake. The mistake that he did was using his ERS in the last DRS zone. He didn't have to use it then. He would be better to use it right now when he had the last DRS. He is back for 0.077 seconds. If he had a little bit more ERS, he would be in the front line.
Sorry, I just get my breath back there, Babble. So, we need to make sure we go down the grid as well, in case there's any issues. So, we'll call out the grid. So, the grid is as stands, ladies and gentlemen, and for the admins and the FIA team. Ruin Cruiser for Haas takes the win in I'm lost, I can't lose my voice, I'm telling you. In the opening season of Tier 2 in Bahrain, Ruin Cruiser takes the P1. Luke does a fantastic job for Ferrari. In P2, Equals, great job in P3 for Aston. In P4 is Alpha for the AlphaTauri is Smelto, P5 JC, P6 Basco, P7 Gamer. Unfortunate that incident that happened to him. He probably would have got the P3, I reckon, but alas, he still held on and got P4, so he still got points for Merck. Tarky did well there, but he ultimately lost out and dropped down to P8. Jamokovic P9, Wetzel's P10, Correas P11, Sam P12, Crawley P13. Can I get the rest of the grid quickly? Grazzi P14, Flaw 15, Myron 16, Ice 17, Bpix 18, Haskos 19, and Ganges P20. Right on the cusp.
I answered the phone. I'm sorry. It was the things that I can't control. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. No, it's all right. That's why I call them out on the stream, Babbo, just in case we lose it, so that the boys have the grid order. But did you know what? I knew Tier 2 would deliver, and Tier 1's going to deliver tomorrow as well. And my goodness, they frickin' delivered. That's, by the way, that's not a swear word, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. It's not like I'm saying anyway, yeah, I'm just a bit lost now.
So, are we gonna have the interviews? Do they want to talk to us?
If I have any voice left, who will be brave enough to come into the comms with me? Babbo. Let's see.
I was expecting a high-paced race, but not like this. Not like this.
I need to get my breath back. I don't mind if there's people going to take a wee break for the interviews, because I know I like to talk, as people know. I like to waffle and talk crap, whether it's on text chat and DR in Discord or on the mic, but there are limits even for me. So yeah, I could do with a drink. But I'm getting people asking me in my DMs on unrelated things to this race. But if anyone knows what the next race is, what is the next race? Babbo, do you know?
Let me check it really fast.
Spain. I've already checked. Spain.
And we will have a great fun over there too. But there is a new track with the fast paced one on the left hand side after the secondary zone. So nobody's going to talk to us. So
let's hang on. Let's see if we can get anyone into interviews. Just gonna see if I can probe anyone.
Drag them here.
Oh yes, we have got an interview. Hang on, we have got interviews. Let's go. Hang on, we'll get Gamer and Sammy. Well, we'll get both of them because we'll get Gamer in. Oh, there we go. Gamer.
Yeah.
That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, because I don't know, like it was exciting this first, but I wanted in my head I wanted to slow down to let him take up the line, but I had smelled to like on my gearbox, so I really can't brake early like that much. I would get hit by a vent, so I just took the chance he would give me space, but he did not savvy.
Sorry, I was typing there. Thanks. I thought that race was fantastic, right?
Yeah. To be honest, it was
sorry. From our point of view, anyway, from my point of view, whenever I was watching and calling, I mean, I hardly got a break, from speaking. So forgive me, Babu, if I spoke too much there, but
no problem.
But there was just so much action at the front. It was a mega, and even the start was crazy as well. But if we can just pull back a little bit, Gamer, and we can go to the start, because am I correct? Did I see you get spun at the start of the race?
No, I didn't get spun, but I think Bibix sent it on into turn 1, and that locked me with ice wind, and just Bibix just ran away, and it kind of caused chaos into turn 1 for everyone. But into turn 4, I went like the wide line because I know it's a shit show. Because I just went wide and just avoided everyone. That was nice, to be honest.
But you were sitting there in P4, I think it was, and you were 11 seconds from the front 3, which was kind of normal because they were on, I think, faster tires, and then they all had the Slipstream or the DRS on each other as well. But
yeah.
You were still sitting nicely, but. Whenever that safety car came out, as like I was saying on stream, it's all to play for everyone, and you were definitely one of the guys. I think I mentioned that you could even definitely capitalize on as well, get a podium, and then that moment happened near the very end, second last lap, where the front 3 were really fighting hard, and you were just kind of keeping a watching brief, waiting your moment. They all kind of got tangled with each other. And that let you get that run on. I think it was equals, or was it Turkey? I'm not sure it was, but you got that run, and you went try to go up the inside, which I've heard people saying, "Oh, you can't overtake there," but as I said on stream, you actually can. You can overtake there. I've done it before, and the move was on. It's just I think you just got maybe squeezed a little bit too much, and just then because you were I think half on the curb, and then you get hit from the left. There was almost nothing you could do about that.
Yeah, I think I was just there. Like I was even going for the overtake of Rune Cruiser, to be honest, but he was a bit slow into exit of turn 4, so I was there. Like I can't really just lift. I let him go, but yeah, I'll see after the POV if it's reportable or not. But I think if you are in like that tight of fight, you need to be aware of everyone around you. You can't just swipe left and like hope for the best,
Yeah, but I mean, even though you got like, I think you qualified P4. Was it P4 you qualified?
I think P5 or P4.
Oh, P5. Yeah. And then
there, yeah.
And then you dropped down because of the incidents that happened, and then you caught back up. Oh, excuse me. And then you were almost getting that. Oh, sorry, I keep getting hiccups. I just cannot help. There's something psychologically wrong with me, Gamer, right? Because see,
it's because you are very excited about the race you saw.
Could be, but it's every freaking time I commentate, I get hiccups. But anyway, so you drop down, then you cut back up. You're running nicely in P4, then the safety car, and then you were almost going for that P3. The P2 probably could have been on as well.
Yeah,
And then you got the the tap, but you still held on to P8. So even though it wasn't as good a result as you probably were hoping for, I think you should take quite a lot from this, gamer, to know that you've definitely got the race pace and even the knowledge as well. I would say you learned a lot last season, I reckon, in terms of when to fight and when not to fight. And I could see in that race that you were kind of just waiting your chance, because I think maybe earlier, whenever you first started, you probably would have went for more moves. But I can see now that you're more calculated in your moves. And I think it's really paying off for you. So what I would say to you, man, is you've definitely showed the pace. Don't be too disheartened today. I reckon that you're going to get a race win, probably a couple of race wins this season, if not a couple of podiums. So it's still all to play for.
Yeah, I thank you for that. But like my thought process during that time was like I had the ERS advantage with like I think 83% on the guys ahead. So I was just hopeful that they would tangle and I can just slip past. But if it's that close, you kind of have no chance but to risk it. But yeah, I feel like if I didn't lose DRS at the first few laps, especially with this game, if you can stay with the DRS train, it's pretty powerful. And if I kept up with the guys in P1 without DRS, so that was good. I was happy with that. And if I had like DRS first few laps, I would have been like in the DRS train. I can save ERS, like fight them a bit and not be that far behind during the safety car, especially because that was just too much position to be made. Like I was like P7 at the safety car, so it's very hard to go to P2 or P1 that far behind. Yeah.
You didn't expect the safety car?
No. No, I watched Tier 3 yesterday, so I expected to be like no SC, because Bahrain is very hard to have a safety car. I don't know how DICE made it happen, but yeah, I was just surprised. But I was also happy, to be honest, because I closed like a 10-second gap to P1.
Well, what was I going to say there? I'm talking to multiple things at people at once. But gamer, if you don't mind, I'm going to hop out now and take our Icewind because he's really short on time.
That's good.
But I really appreciate the interview, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you guys for coming, and see you guys later.
Pleasure, dude. Pleasure.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Here he is. The man in question that I'm about to speak of is Mr. Icewind Humst. Had a very good quali, but I think you got caught up in, what could you say, the Thunderdome that is Tier 2.
Yep, indeed. I mean, I was maybe a little bit pissed off after lap 1, but I didn't really worry about it too much. I just wanted to do some laps today, like practice. And I was gonna do like some wonky strategy, but then, I ended up at the back because I lost my wing twice in the first 3 laps or whatever it was, and then. Yeah, and then we had the safety car, and then I lost my wing again, and it was like 4 pit stops later, P16 or whatever it was at the end. So no much to tell home from this one. But yeah, I don't know, that the first lap was just insane. Like turn 1, I didn't realize that. I think it was 3 wide because some Alpine sent it on the inside there, and then we just sort of hamburgered AR Gamer into turn 1, I think, and then. Yeah, turn 2, 3, I haven't watched the stream, but maybe if you guys caught it, there was like cars all over the track and flying off and whatnot.
We tried to capture as many as we could.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
There were so many incidents happening at the start of that race in the first couple of laps, Ice, that it was really hard to follow them all. To be honest, it was getting a bit crazy. But there's even guys here saying in the chat here that you were, Flaw is basically saying that Icewind got ping-ponged in turn 1.
Yeah, I felt like I got rear-ended and then I got hit from the side and stuff, and then I just lost my wing in that incident. And then like when I got to turn 2, there was just cars flying left and right, and got to turn 4, and it was sort of the same thing again, like cars just spinning, and I had to take avoiding action there, and it's just a crazy season opener.
Yeah, it was a crazy season opener. Yesterday was a bit crazy at the start of the race as such, but overall I thought it was pretty clean, although I never seen any of the action at the front. But look, I've always said, and I mean, I'm not the only person that's commented on this, but Tier 2 has usually always been quite crazy. Because you've got a mixture of guys that are really, really fast, like almost practically Tier 1 pace.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to have to use this A word. But they're using assists. And that quite often doesn't always give you the best racecraft, let's say, right?
Yeah, they sort of approach situations in
it's a bit
of a too optimal way, let's say it like that.
Well, that's the best way of saying it. Is a lot of the times when guys have got so much pace, but they depend on so many assists, that their kind of racecraft and race awareness or their race knowledge, when to go for a move, when not to go for a move, is this move on?
I disagree. To be honest, I disagree, because the mentality of a clean race is in within you, either you have assist or not.
But
that's my opinion.
I think I'm just interested to see what kind of reports we get out of this race. But I was kind of thinking, do I even bother reporting turn 1? Because it was just like, I think we just ran out of space there, because I didn't realize there was an Alpine on the inside. But anyway, I got some laps in. I didn't really get to race anybody today, but such is life, I guess. And I'll most likely try to race Tier 1. Probably not this week, because I don't think I'll be home tomorrow in time. But from there on forward, I should be able to race on Friday. So maybe we'll see. All right.
Well, I know you're going to hop off quick there, Ice. But for your incidents, if there is anyone like specifically at fault or whatever on your POV, then certainly look. I'm not keen to get anyone punished. I don't want anyone getting penalized. But if people do something wrong, it should be reported.
Yeah, I will probably put that whole, let's say, lap 1 stuff up there, and people can, or FIA can make whatever they make out of it. But like the last 2 times I lost my wing, those were probably my own fault. At least the second one, because like the safety car restart was a bit of a messy one at the back, because it felt like people went out of the final corner, and then I got to like 4th or 5th gear, I think, and then suddenly they just braked, and there was just no way. My wing was just gone before I could say So
well, man, it was a good bit of practice for you for tomorrow if you race. So
we'll see. Probably not home in time, but maybe next week. So
all right, man. Well, thanks, Ice, for the wee interview. Thank you very much, man. It's very much appreciated.
See ya.
See you later, dude. So, Babbo, that pretty much sums up. It was a slow start for us with those technical difficulties with the stream, but alas, it's all over and done. We got to see the main action, which was the race, and my goodness, it was a fantastic race. But of course, Ruin Cruiser is sitting nicely at the top of the grid after race 1, but the question is he going to stay there? Because this is a very, very competitive grid. But next week we will do it all over again, because it will be Spain next week, the Catalonia Stadium, I believe it's called Catalonia. We will be in Spain with that new track layout. And it's unlucky for some, and others absolutely love Spain. So we'll see what happens, Babbo. But until then,
I'm expecting Spain with rain.
Yes, I'm expecting pain, lots of pain. I never really liked Spain as a track, but alas, tomorrow, that's way ahead next week. But tomorrow, people, if you really want to see the peak, the creme de la creme of SLR, it is tomorrow, Tier 1, where the best that we have got are racing tomorrow. We have some esports racers there as well racing, and we have multiple Tier 1 champions. We have even got EGL. Remember that, folks? Maybe you don't. We have EGL champions racing. We have got so many champions racing in Tier 1. It's going to be such a tight battle. Will Danny will retain his world title? Is Mac going to make it another title because he's won so many? Will Justin finally break that P2 curse, and will he take it, or will Tino come in and reign on the party? Who knows? There's so many people that can win Tier 1. It's just one you cannot miss. So that's pretty much all from me, Babo. If you've any lasting words, the mic is yours.
I didn't expect the rest to be so intrigued because we had a lot of incidents. I knew they have the pace, I knew they had the technique to overtake, but we had some 4 cars, right? At some points. Yeah. And it really took my breath away. I'm expecting to see more tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it'll probably be it is normally cleaner. I've raced in Tier 1 many seasons, and one of the reasons why I love racing in Tier 1, well, one, because it was no assist, because I like that, but that aside, I usually find the Tier 1 is so clean because everyone knows the limit of their cars, knows the limit of the track, knows the limit of their traction as the tires were, and so you don't get anything crazy happening, but you do usually get some high level racing. And so I can't wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait. I was going to reserve for Tier 1 just for the crack. We'll see. We'll see. I might have a little go. We'll see what happens. But alas, that is all to have to play for tomorrow. We've done Tier 2, or Tier 3 is over and done with for tomorrow. For now, Heat is currently sitting at top. Tier 2 is now done for now. Ruin Cruiser is sitting on top. Likely Tier 1 and Tier 2, or Tier 2 and Tier 3, will likely change. Let's see who's sitting on top of the pile tomorrow after Tier 1. Tune in, folks. It's going to be an absolute cracker. But that's all from me, Babo. I'm signing out.
So, if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and get the notifications when we go live so you can see more exciting races out of the Slipstream League Racing. Good night from me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a nice night.
Good night, folks.